Hello and welcome guys, and welcome to this short vlog. And in this particular video we are going to study, we are going to see, we are going to observe the critical chapters which are there for auditing, which is there for 50 marks in your group 2 syllabus. Both syllabus 2016 and 2022 both has this subject which is undoubtedly very scoring. It is brief, so you'll take very less time to revise it in its entirety. So it's an amazing way to score good marks in corporate accounting and auditing. Yes, I know time is very less now. Nearly 3 months to go for your examination. But as it's more than sufficient to cover the entire syllabus, also get good marks in December 2023 exam. So this particular video, I'm going to tell you how to do a preparation in a way that we are focused towards our goals, we are focused towards our aims, and we are doing some smart study in the next 3 months and going to utilize the next 3 months to the best of its ability. Doesn't matter whether you've studied for last 6 months or not. Doesn't matter whether you've given tests and you've been upfront in going through a syllabus or not. Doesn't matter. All these things don't matter. What matters is the next 3 months, which if you use wisely, if you use judicially, you're going to really succeed. So yes, in your auditing syllabus, guys, the most important chapter number 4. So according to my book, this is index of my book. If you're referring to my book, then this is the sequence in which I have taught these chapters. But if you are referring to Institute Study Mat, guys, same chapters will be there, sequence will be different. First and foremost, the Companies Act portion of audit is very important. Auditor's qualification, disqualification, appointment, remuneration, removal, powers, duties, all these sections 139 to 142, these are very important chapters. 145 actually, 139 to 145, all these sections are very important sections. You need to do these sections absolutely thoroughly, and you need to have a good grip on these particular sections. Preferably if you remember the section numbers as well, because there are only few sections, guys. Okay, if you remember the section number as well, nothing like it, be icing on the cake. So first and foremost chapter is Companies Act chapter. Then second important chapter is chapter number 7, where you have miscellaneous audits, where we have audits of different entities, different types of audits, which is explained in detail, and what are the steps which you employ for these audits. Okay, that is the second important chapter. Now third important chapter is cost audit and secretarial audit. Specifically, guys, cost audit. Since cost audit is monopoly of CMAs, the institute is really fond of this particular topic a lot, and it gives a question from cost audit regularly in audit. So do this particular topic very well. Cost audit, it's definitely an important topic to cover. Then you have chapter number 6, which is reporting requirement, the contents of audit report, qualification. This chapter is again an important chapter. So I'm telling you the chapters on the basis of their importance. Okay. Chapter number 1, not very important chapter because it just calls out the basics of audit. So not a very important chapter. Chapter number 3, again an important chapter. Chapter number 2, not a very important chapter. So chapter number 1 and 2, not very important. The most important are 4 and 7, category A, category B 5 and 6, category B 5 and 6, category C 3, category D 1 and 2. That's how the chapters are categorized. And yes, since the course content is quite less, I would also always recommend you to not to leave any chapter. Do all the chapters religiously. Not to leave any chapter. Don't leave any chapter. Do all the chapters so that, even if you have a slightest remembrance of a topic which comes in the examination, you're able to write something. Not in depth, but you're able to write something. Don't leave any chapter. Do all the chapters religiously. That is the recommendation that I will give to all of you. Okay, yes, guys. So this is audit for you. Yes, a paper which will give you good marks, which will escalate your marks in company accounts and audit. If you are weak in company accounts, nothing to worry about, because audit is going to really help you through this particular journey. If you've taken my book, then there's a very good section which is KPTR, key points to remember, which is there after every chapter. This particular portion is there after every chapter. So KPTR you have to do very well. It will help you brush up the concepts, and it will help you to revise at the last moment in a very quick manner. So the entire chapter I've summarized in, say, 2 pages or 1 page. That is KPTR, key points to remember, for all of you. Okay, so that's the benefit of taking my book if you're referring to my book. So yes, that's all for this particular session, guys. This is the details. These are the important chapters of your audit paper. And yes, do well in your examination. Employ the next 3 months in most appropriate way that you can do. And yes, all the very best and happy studying.